What is going on, guys? Fighting Game Selectors here. We are back again to talk about some Street Fighter 6, and we are here with an amazing, fantastic fighting game player. Who's been around these top 8s for quite some time. Nephew, what is good?
What's up, everyone?
We're gonna go ahead and talk about characters that are good in tournament. It's 9:30 a.m. It's cold in the ballroom right now. A player sits next to you. They shake their hand. They hover around a character selection screen. They pick a character and you're like, oh my god, I didn't get a chance to practice and warm up to. What would be that character?
It might be weird, but right off the bat, I'm gonna say Manon. She's like been my pools demon in like this whole year. I think my worst performances all year has been because I lost to a Manon player in pools. And I think she's just so scary against that player you don't know. And she just gets that one command grab and then all her command grabs just start doing more damage, and it's scary.
When you don't know that player, but they know you, and like when you feel like they kind of know you, like that stack of everything else just gets so much more heavier. It's not even fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with another character people consider low tier, kind of for the same reason, and it would be Marisa.
I knew it. I feel like these archetypes kind of could get anybody in terms of like, you know, the mind space, you know what I mean?
Yeah, in 2 out of 3 you do one EXDP and the Marisa player blocks, you lose a round probably, so it's very scary.
I'm sure you know, but when Marisa puts you in the corner and she does like that safe jump setup,
yeah,
it's very hard to get out of. It's very hard to fight your way out of that situation. I tell you that.
Yeah, it takes so much drive gauge, and then you gotta guess on the command grab. And against like a random player, you don't want to keep taking that command grab, but you also don't want to get hit. It's just you gotta guess.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think I'm gonna throw this character up here too, bro.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, I think this character in bracket, man, because you know it's like they get 3 win clad, so you like, yo, you just don't know when it's coming. You sit in there, you block it, you like, all right, I'm gonna block it, all right, command grab, right? And then they're like, all right, cool, I took one command grab, okay, full screen, okay, they're doing crouch and heavy punch, you're like, all right, crouch and heavy punch, you look at your drive gauge, you're like, wow, that did mad damage on my drive gauge, right? And her damage is outrageous. You know, her gameplay is a little very one-dimensional, but man, like that one-dimensional is really good.
Yeah, no matter the player, like you know what's coming, the counter fire, but it's like you can't really stop it effectively all the time. So maybe if you have a DP you can react, but you gotta really be on it. And yeah, she's just scary no matter who's piloting her.
You know, another character I'm gonna put, man, it really depends on the day. JP.
Okay.
You know, you doing good. Again, there's no sound, you playing on the monitor. He gets a random EX ghost, and or you get opened up by the feint, and he does the fake ghost into the grab, full screen, right? You're trying to perfect parry, but you can't hear because of the sound cue. So you're just trying to really like walk your way in, perfect parry your way in as well. I think it's another character that can actually get you, but it really depends on the day. I think it really depends on how good you're playing.
Yeah, if you're playing good, like you can get through the zoning, but if you just randomly keep getting hit and you for some reason keep making mistakes on the way in, like it's not good for you. I would want to put Kimberly up there too. Kimberly, like she gets you in the corner, and then you know if you're low enough on life, that bomb into throw, it's like the same kind of thing. Her offense is so scary. I remember at CEO, like I was playing some random Kimberly player, and she just kept doing stand heavy kick, walk up, stand heavy kick. She did it like 4 times in a row, and I didn't want to press a button on that, so I just kept taking it. It was yeah. Kimberly is a scary one too in bracket.
Can you think about if her damage was normalized and things she was doing, how good she'll be right now?
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like I feel like a lot of the low tier characters, while they're like unstable, they're some of the scariest characters in the game to fight because they can just snowball.
I feel like we should talk about Bison, bro.
Like he's a normal character kind of, but his damage just makes it so that one hit. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely at least depends on the day.
When you get to a certain like threshold in the bracket, he really becomes like the king of the bracket. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Because as good as the player is how dangerous he is. So like, if they're really good at like applying pressure of how the bomb is set, you really get the I guess the perks of how amazing he is.
Yeah. And you gotta make a decision because those bombs, when they blow up too, it takes so much drive gauge into the back heavy kick, and then if you gotta press a button or you're not pressing a button, maybe he's gonna back heavy kick again. So he really forces a decision out of you.
What do you feel about DJ?
Yeah, I could put him up there too because you gotta be checking the driver shit. I wouldn't put him at the top, but I would put him like maybe second.
Depending on the day.
Yeah, it's just about checking the driver shit really that makes him a scary tournament character, I would say, and I guess the sway too. But the damage nerf on that makes it definitely a lot less scary.
Dude, this is a good one. What about Ken, bro?
Ken, honestly, I feel very comfortable against in tournament. I'm not gonna lie.
So you gotta be cracked out to win with Ken.
Yeah, I think so.
You gotta be cracked out in the bracket.
Yeah,
okay.
I feel like everyone knows how Ken plays, and like if you don't have a game plan against Ken, he's like the Street Fighter character. You know, I feel like he was like the most played character in season 1, so I feel like he's just a matchup.
He's still the most played, right?
Yeah, I think maybe, yeah.
I feel like he doubled.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Ken players. Maybe Akuma now had more players for a while, but yeah, I think Ken, like, he does have some cheap stuff, like Jinrai. Dragon Lash was really cheap at the start, but I think now Dragon Lash isn't really hard to deal with. It's just like the Jinrais, I would say. But
man, this is a character that I feel like nobody really talks about. Aki.
I think yeah, it's the Fireball drivers that's really annoying with her. So I would put her in like orange. Yeah, depends on the day at least.
Depending on the days, okay.
Yeah, because like if you're not good at perfect pairing the fireballs on that day, she's just gonna get free drive rushes.
Now look, we gotta make an agreement, bro. We gotta put Geef up here, though. We know. We know.
Yeah,
you know when a Geef player comes up, it may not be like it's like a 0.10% chance of a Geef being in your pool, but when it does.
Yeah, I hate playing against Geef in this game.
And the worst part is like I've seen people put not only themselves in Burnout, but you in Burnout too, and they like play the matchup, and you gotta respect the grapple.
Yeah, if the Geef player is good enough that they know like jump cancel SPD, then it's way too scary to pressure them on offense too. Like when I played Snake Eyes in the World Warrior like 2 months ago, I think. Like I just stopped pressuring him on wake up because I kept guessing wrong. Like I try to throw him, he jump cancel SPD. I try to hit him, he perfect parried. I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna backdash.
Speaking of which, Blanka.
I feel like it has to be in the right hands for him to be that scary. I feel like so maybe like in the only versus
cracked out, only a few characters.
Yeah, only a few characters.
Yeah, because I feel like in some matchups he's like broken. You know what I mean? Like. You'll be like, oh my god, Blanka's like one of the best characters, like depending on some characters, right?
The most annoying thing I would say with him is his drive rush into heavy kick is so cheap, and only I think like a few Blanka players use it. Like Problem X used it on me. I know Mena uses it. Like I don't think like the average Blanka player uses that, but it's so broken because like if you try and check it, a lot of the times the heavy kick will just like not be in range and then it'll punish counter you.
What about your boo Juri, man?
Juri I would put at the top in the king and queen of brackets. That's why I think she's still a strong character, even though I would put her in like maybe 9th best character. The reason I feel like she can still fight all the top tiers even though they're like slightly bad matchups is because I think she's an amazing tournament character. Like she's so hard to stop. Her drive rush is amazing, obviously, like fireball drive rush if you're not on it. Like if you're amazing at perfect pairing, fireball drive rush, like a lot of top players are, like maybe that tournament stress decreases that percentage just a little bit. She has like those great defensive options too, like with the jump medium punch, so you're always guessing on your offense too, and her offense is scary as well. So I just feel like she can snowball against anyone, and she's just so annoying to fight against.
She has a really good post throw loop too, right?
I mean I think it's scarier than other throw loops, but I think it's weaker than a normal throw loop because after you throw you're only +3. So it's not safe to backdash as like a lot of throw loops can be in this game. That being said, like it's still scary because like she throws you and she's immediately in your face,
so it's like a double-edged sword, right? It's like it's good but like it has like a big con.
Yeah, Yeah, and also mid screen, like the throw loop like puts you in the corner so fast, so you're just guessing a lot quicker than other characters.
All right, look, this is an interesting character because I think this character is very, like, obviously he's very good, but then like, well, I'm curious what you have to say. Well, Ed, I feel like he's cracked. He got to be cracked out, but I also think he's really strong, so it's really weird. You know what I mean?
The thing is, he still has his charge flicker, so I would put him in orange, but it depends on the day, because like, even though you have to be extremely good to play Ed, I think like you have to have your anti-airs on point. You gotta, his defense is not good, so you gotta keep guessing with him, so it's like very hard to play Ed, but at the same time playing against Ed is extremely hard, just because he starts charging up that flicker in your face and it forces a decision out of you. So like, no matter who's playing Ed, if they know how to use flicker, you gotta start making decisions depending on what you want to do.
What about Ryu, man?
Maybe in the only versus a few characters. Overall, he's like a pretty normal character, but it's just his throw loop, honestly. Like, it leaves you right at point blank. It's how Ken's used to be, and right. Ken's, but yeah, Ryu's throw loop is crazy. So you saw how scared Xiaohai was at UFA against Kusanagi. Yeah, I keep taking those throws. So,
bro, I felt like I could have did that. You could have did that. My mom could have did that. Anybody could have slammed Xiaohai like that, bro. He was looking helpless, bro.
Yeah, nah, he's got a good throw loop going for him.
Yeah, man, it's so crazy how fast it is too. Like you get no chance to think.
Yeah, you definitely don't.
By the time you think, you got thrown 2.5 times.
Yeah, most characters, for those safe throw loops to backdash, they gotta spend at least 1 drive gauge. Like Akuma does like a driver's jab, but Ryu just sits in your face and does a jab, and he's +4.
Speaking of Akuma, how you feel about Akuma?
Honestly, I would say you have to be cracked out. Like, I feel pretty comfortable against him unless it's like a top Akuma player and he's doing mad damage. Maybe the cheap things about her would be like Demon Flip. Like that baiting anti-airs, you gotta be really ready for, but that's just like a thing you gotta be aware of in the matchup. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's not like too crazy fighting him. Like, I feel pretty comfortable fighting him too.
That's nice. Yeah, I feel about Akuma too. Like, I feel like there's a certain like skill level where it's like Akuma gets annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like when like it really depends on like how good that player is, whether I'm gonna feel like, for example, like I feel like Chun-Li, for example, like you kind of got to be cracked out a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Yeah, especially now with how she is, and it's crazy because a lot of people don't think she's got good, but I think she's really, you know, she's above average. You know, high tier, I guess, right?
Yeah,
I guess high tier in this circumstances. A lot of people don't like high tier characters anymore.
Yeah, they want the broken ones.
What about Jamie?
As much as like people say that you gotta be super cracked, I would put him at least in the only versus a few characters one, because when he gets to level 3, he's got a command grab and a dive kick. So like, you know, he's got some things going for him, and his driver's heavy punch is pretty annoying to deal with.
Yeah, even mashing it in like certain block streams.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it's so fast.
Yeah.
And then apparently he has driver's into palm, which beats your driver's checks too. I didn't know about that until Naruto did it to me and like ranked in Japan.
Yep.
But that's just a crazy thing to have.
That must do mad damage.
Yeah, no, it does a lot, because he did it into super. He did it to level 4.
So he had intention doing
it.
Yeah. Now I want to hear how you gotta feel about Honda.
Probably in the orange, because like you got a game plan with Honda, and then his defense is not the best because like his headbutt loses to throws. But you know, if you're not on your day, you don't get any perfect parries on headbutts or butt slams or anything, and he's just like spamming special moves, he could probably be pretty scary.
Yeah, and he got a command grab too.
Yeah, that's true. I just feel like I don't think I've ever played a Honda in tournament in this game. I'm not gonna lie.
Good.
I feel like that's never happened to me.
Good. You know, there's some type of characters in this game where it's good that you don't run into them, because they're not there to win. They're just there to ruin your results.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Honda is there just to make sure to remind you that you are human.
Yeah.
Man, this is a good one. Guile.
I honestly feel comfortable against him. Like, I would put him in cracked out. Like, even though I think he's broken, Like, I still feel okay fighting him. It's just that I think he's broken, bro. Like, this is Sonic Boom Drive Rush. Honestly, maybe. No, actually put him in orange because I feel like Boom into Drive Rush. Yeah.
And so it depends on the day, huh? It depends on the day, right?
It's not even the day. It depends on the setup, bro. Like,
yeah.
depending on how laggy the setup is, depends on like how many perfect parries you can get on the booms. So, I would say that's the annoying thing about playing him in tournament, and why it's like annoying playing him on like PS5 setups maybe because you don't know how much the setup is overheating or how much delay the stream setup has. So. That's extremely annoying, but otherwise, like, you have to be a pretty top Guile player to know all the stuff and to have good zoning with him.
Man, this is a take.
Dhalsim I would put in cracked out, definitely in this game.
Man.
Yeah, like
yeah, you see F Champ play Dhalsim, it's like a whole different Dhalsim.
Yeah, I'm definitely not scared against any Dhalsim player unless like is a player that like I've heard of, like a Crimson or an F Champ.
Yeah, Crimson's ridiculous. Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like there's only 5. Like it'd be like 5 good Dhalsims.
Yeah. There's not too many, so you definitely know about all of them, and you know what you're getting into when you play against them.
Now we talk about Rashid, bro. I know you want to put him up here.
I wouldn't put him up there. I would put him in orange, maybe. I
orange.
Maybe I'm biased because I think Juri does pretty well against Rashid. It's only the level 2, honestly, that's annoying, but you know, it's pretty annoying. So yeah, I think at least orange. I mean, it's up to you.
Okay. Like, hey, you know, like I feel like he'll hover. It's like depends on the day, but when he's in level 2, it's like anything can happen.
That's true. That's true.
You know, so I'll leave it here just because level 2 actually you have to build it to get it, and I'll keep it there.
Yeah, it only happens like at most once around, so maybe twice around.
It used to before. Yeah, it used to be twice around.
Season 1, I would definitely would have put him in the red because you just didn't get to play. He would activate round start, throw you 3 times, activate another one, throw you 4 more times, and you're dead.
It's crazy that people say he was mid. Terry,
I mean, I don't know yet. Maybe I would put him in cracked out. I feel like he doesn't have anything that could like really be that scary. Maybe Bird Knuckle if you're not on it, but Bird Knuckle you can like react in perfect parry, I think. So it's kind of like the same as Dragon Lash.
Yeah, I feel like Terry, all of his good special moves can accidentally get perfect parry very easily.
Yeah, I feel like when I was playing Terry, like I don't think people were looking for them and they just accidentally parried them.
That's how I felt too. Like I'll like do like this crazy like bait. And then like they'll press a button and then it's just perfect parry. And I'm like, oh okay.
Yeah.
Dude, Cammy.
Cammy, it's in the top 2 for sure. Because of spin knuckle and dive kick, you just gotta be ready to check those. Like the worst.
So it depends on the day.
Yeah, I would put her in depends on the day because like the worse the Cammy player is, the more spin knuckles they're doing. It's just really annoying to try and check all of them. And then also you gotta have your DP reaction ready for dive kicks. Maybe you're not ready for them on that day, so yeah, you gotta be on it for Cammy.
Man, I feel that, bro. And last but not least, man, Mr. Luke.
I would say cracked out unless you're playing against Noah. Then he's the scariest character to fight in tournament, bro. Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, Noah, the prodigy has he has mastered the art of turning water into wine in his gameplay.
Yeah,
like, I actually don't know how he does it.
Yeah,
and he does it in like the most obscure way. Like you'll think like resource management. He's like, no. You're like, okay, you think okay, you're gonna play like this? He's just like, no, I'm gonna burn myself out, and you're gonna have to fight me because the moment I get my drive meter back, I have more meter than you. And guess what? I'm going to spin it all again.
Yeah, Luke is like the most straightforward character to fight against normally, but for some reason, you just have to play completely different on Noah.
I mean, it's kind of good, right? Because it's like player expression is kind of in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, in its own way. So, can't really hate on it too much. But it's very funny that only he is doing that.
Yeah.
Well, we have our list, man. And with that being said, bro, where can they find you?
I'm Nephew Dork on all of my socials. I have YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, so those are the main ones.
Heck yeah, man. With that being said, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys leave a like to boost the algorithm, and make sure you guys follow Nephew Do Work. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace, peace.